Good evening everybody and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about what jobs that foreigners can do in Thailand. Maybe you're thinking of leaving your home country, you know, you've had enough of living in an overpriced Western country where the cost of living is going up, the weather is shit, you know, yeah, it's just not a very good situation overall. Society is divided, all that kind of stuff. So in that case, you may be considering what kind of job can you do abroad, particularly with regards to Thailand. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. So firstly, what kind of jobs can foreigners not do in Thailand? Well, actually the list is quite long. It's not that easy to get a job in Thailand as a foreigner. However, there are options. There are definitely more options than there used to be. So I'm going to start off with the jobs that foreigners cannot do. The number one job that kind of jumped out to me, because I've even thought, that would be a good idea doing that kind of work, is being a tour guide. You cannot do that as a foreigner in Thailand. That is a job that is reserved for Thai people only. Almost every week, every couple of weeks, I see in the news how a Chinese person was arrested being a foreign tour guide, or a Russian person was arrested in Phuket for being a foreign tour guide. So don't do that, you'll get caught, and you'll probably get deported. You also can't be a hairdresser. That kind of jumped out to me as well. But there's lots and lots of jobs, kind of random list of jobs that you cannot do as a foreigner in Thailand. They include manual and construction, clerical and commercial, so working as a secretary or working in a shop, something like that, and also agriculture. So those are the things that you cannot do. They are reserved for the Thai. So don't even think about doing those jobs. Okay, so probably the most obvious job for many foreigners that come here is teaching English. So this is definitely an option. However, there are a few caveats. Number one, you have to have a bachelor's degree in order to get a work permit. And working as a teacher here, an English teacher, you probably need some extra qualifications, TEFL certificate, CELTA certificate. Maybe if you want to work in an international school, you definitely need a PGCE and probably prior experience of working in a school in your home country. There's lots of different options, for working as a teacher here. You can work in a government school, which isn't that well paid, but probably one of the easiest kind of jobs to get into. You can work in a private language centre, whereby you need a bachelor's degree and probably a couple of years worth of teaching experience. Or as I mentioned, you can also work in an international school. Now these jobs are probably the top of the tree in terms of teaching English, for salary, benefits, all that kind of stuff. But you have to have had experience of doing that, working in a school in your home country. So if you do have a bachelor's degree and you are thinking of coming here and teaching, it's definitely possible. Even if you don't have any experience, you'll probably only get maybe language centre work or working in a government school, but it's definitely possible. And if you study more, you do a PGCE online or a master's or something like that, you can definitely move up the career ladder. I know, because I'm speaking from experience. I've been teaching for 20 years and that's what I do at the moment in Thailand, and overall it's a pretty good job. So I think that is the number one, the most obvious one in terms of what jobs foreigners can do in Thailand: teaching English. So what if you are not an English teacher? You don't want to go in the classroom, that's not your interest at all. There are a few other options, although there's not a huge amount of options, to be honest. You can potentially work in tourism. Now tourism is one of Thailand's biggest industries, I think, after growing rice. However, it will be only in kind of higher end 4- or 5-star hotels. Maybe you're a manager, you're a chef, or some sort of specialized kind of slightly niche industry there. And you'll most definitely have had to have experience, in your previous country or somewhere else around the world. So that is a possibility if, you've worked in that industry, to work in tourism. Also, if you're kind of working in a multinational company in your home country, you may be able to get placed here. That's definitely possible, but they are the higher end jobs, so kind of high end management, working in finance and other specialized roles. Now these are usually the most better paid jobs, they have the best packages, but yeah, as I said, your background will have had to be in there, yeah, in your home country. You can't just roll into that kind of job. And then lastly, this is probably the most common route for most foreigners who are coming to Thailand these days, unless they're an English teacher, is working remotely. So yeah, in recent times, Thailand has issued the DTV, Destination Thailand Visa, whereby you can work remotely legally. You can have a work permit, and yeah, you can work remotely here. However, yeah, you have to have certain requirements. So you have to have at least 500,000 bahts in your bank account. You have to have proof of earnings from overseas, you know, from your company back in your home country, that kind of stuff. But it's not super duper rigorous at the same time. So yeah, so if you are a graphic designer or a programmer, a digital marketer, something like that, it's definitely possible to get work here. And you know, if you are working online in Thailand and you're earning a British salary or an American salary, your money is going to go a hell of a lot further here. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Teaching English is number one. Yeah, drop me a message below if that's something you're interested to do in Thailand. I have a lot of experience in that. Working in tourism, I would say number two. Getting placed here in a multinational company is number three. And yeah, remote work is number four. So I hope that shed a little bit of light on, you know, what jobs foreigners can do here. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my channel. I've noticed how 96% of you watch my videos and haven't subscribed. So yeah, please, you know, subscribe to my channel, comment below if you're thinking about working here or you're already working here, and make sure you hit that like button as well. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.